Yo, what is going on, Life Podcast? Welcome back. This is episode 22.
Oh, 22.
22. 22,
Dang.
my dog. This is
22.
crazy. Yeah, bro, we on 22
Ooh.
already, bro. Like,
Hey, we
what
we
can
all,
you...
we dang near a half of 50. Like we 25 from
Facts.
50. Like
We almost there. We
dang.
almost, we almost, we almost half from 50. That's facts, bro. What would you say is like your favorite? What's your most favorite like episode so far, if you have one?
Oh, dang, that's a great question. Honestly and truthfully, I think my favorite episode was I want to say episode 16, and the topic was about it was about no, it was episode 17, and the conversation was about like how people post, like they post one time and it's their outcome. You feel what I'm saying? Like they live on posts. It was pretty much about that, and
Mm,
like how we can't trust the post. We gotta trust the plan. You feel me? It was
yeah.
something around that line.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite. Like that's something that come to my head. Like as soon as I think of life podcast, because that's deep, bro. That's really what it is. This is just about showing up. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That's what I think. What about you, though? What about you? That's
Me?
a good question.
I don't know. I feel like for me, I don't think I have like a favorite one. Like, I feel like they all
Yeah,
been
me
good.
always.
Like, it's just these are conversations that we need to have. So it's like it feels good to just have these conversations in general. Like, so I don't know if I have. I don't think I have a favorite one. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite one. I like them all, bro. They all
Gotcha.
fire. I just love
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
it.
really
So
though,
yeah,
really though. When I be rewatching them, I be like, dang, you snap,
you said some
dang,
crazy.
dang. I be like, it be deep, it be deep. That's
You know.
fire.
Hey, how was your yesterday? What'd you do yesterday? Wednesday? How was it? It's Thursday already. Crazy.
Wednesday, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Wednesday was my reset day, cause usually
Okay.
I'd be like pushing myself so hard Monday, Tuesday, and then I just come to Wednesday, I have like a full crash.
Okay.
Like this Wednesday, this time, like I prepared myself for it, you feel me? So like when I got home, I did some reading, some writing, put my phone down, you know, I said just disconnected for a little bit. I went to the mosque last night. I felt so good to be there. Um, yeah, Wednesday was like a reset day for me get myself prepared for the weekend and stuff like that.
Okay.
What about you, bro?
Well, for me, it was tough. Like, so Tuesday night, I had to, I had to after we got off live, I had to go to my grandparents because something happened with the fam, and like they was pretty much stranded somewhere. Let's just say that they were stranded
Yeah.
somewhere. I had to go pick them up. So that next day, which was Wednesday, I had to get her car. Like, my grandmother, I had to get her car back. Like, I had to drive far to get her car back, her purse back, and all this stuff. Like, yeah, something crazy had
Oh,
happened. But right, so all that happened. I had
yeah.
to help them with that, and then I just had a good stream Wednesday, and then that was really that, bro. So, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
family,
good.
family, really much family that day. So
Yeah,
yeah. It's always
be
something
like
going
that, bro.
on,
Be like
bro.
that.
It's life though, you
Hey, but
know.
look, bro, gratitude, gratitude,
Yep,
gratitude. You know what I'm saying? We got a family. We got a family.
yep.
You
And I
feel me?
think that
So,
was the
gratitude.
speaking on that. That was like one of the things that really got me through it. Cause at first, when I first had got the message and I was on the phone, like she was telling me what was going on. At first, I was like getting a little upset because it was like, dang, now I have to like go out of my way, go way over here, and then come back and all this extra stuff. But then like I really just I was driving, I sat it, and I'm like, dang, let me just be more grateful. Like, how can I see the positive about this situation? Like, let me look for the positive in this situation. And that's when I just came to the realization, like, look, I got family. I'm able to at least help my family. Like, I'm blessed enough so I can help them. Like, I have a car so that I can help them. You know what I'm saying? So I just went back to God, went back to the drawing board, and just found gratitude within what I was
That's
doing.
fact.
So it wasn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad
Yeah.
that you said that
So, you
because
know
that's
what?
definitely something I had to reevaluate. Robin?
Something like one of the easiest ways to get to heaven is by like being thankful for your parents, like your mom and your dad, like your
Yeah.
family. Like because they like pretty much they the one who brought you into, not literally brought you into life, but they take care of you for like nine, a long, long
Yeah.
time. You feel me? So in Islam, it teaches us to always take. I mean, actually in Christianity, like in our religion, like in religion, it teaches you to take care of your parents. Treat them nicely, respect them, and stuff like that. So like, always go back to that because family is the most important thing, really and truthfully.
Yeah.
Always taking care of your people who watch you and stuff like that. So that's a W for sure.
Yes, sir.
That's a W.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm finna hop straight into the questions, bro. I got a question for you, bro.
Ooh, man.
What
Yes,
habit,
sir.
what habit or habits destroy potential?
Ooh, habits that destroy potential. Procrastination, like that's the first thing that just boom. Like
I
we
like
eat
that.
ourselves up. We say, "Oh, I'm a wait to do it," or "Dang, should I do it?" Or like we question ourselves a lot. And whenever you question yourself and stuff like that, you're delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying, and there's no action in it. You feel me? And how you gonna get to the point without taking action? You feel what I'm saying? So I think for us, probably the biggest thing, a lot of the times, majority of the time, be procrastination, bro. What about you?
I agree, bro. Procrastination is like one of the main things. That's pretty much that's pretty much like what's the main habit that's destroying potential because without procrastinating, you're gonna do the thing. So, um,
Yeah.
I'll just add to that because that's like the main. I feel like that's the main one. But to add on to it, I'll say like
True.
also consuming more than you're creating. So consuming content, consuming other things, even sometimes consuming too much knowledge without taking action can be bad, can hurt you, can hurt potential. So for example, like we when we speak about journaling, we're not only saying just journal, like we're saying journal, but also take action on those plans that you journal or whatever that you journaled. Not just
Yeah.
journaling and just letting the journal just sit there. No, because then you're just creating, you're just consuming, just writing down, but you're not creating no like change for yourself in life. So that's what would be something I see as well. Also, fear of being judged, like don't get too comfortable
That.
or get in comfortableness of just not wanting to be judged by other people. Like who cares? I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna be judged regardless. Somebody already judging you right now as you're thinking about being judged. Somebody thinks that
Yeah.
you're probably a bad person. Somebody else might think you're a good person. So do it really matter what they think? I mean, there's everybody got their own opinion of you. So that's something.
That's
And
facts.
I say inconsistency as well. That'll be another one. Inconsistency. So not being consistent with things you have going on can destroy habits, or even just like yeah, literally just inconsistency. So we know what that means. Not doing it every
Yeah.
day or every other day, not being consistent at what it is that you're trying to build. So those are like
Yeah.
three things I think. You want to add any to that?
Yeah,
Like
no,
you got a
I
question?
really do want to add on to the judgment part. You feel me? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. Like that's where really procrastination comes from. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
we wouldn't procrastinate if we feel like we don't want to get judged. You feel me? Because like the first thought that comes to our head is like, dang, I don't want that person to see this, or dang, I know somebody gonna say this about me. But like if you just kill that, like you become something. You feel me? So I think when it comes down to like being judged and stuff like that, like we have to understand that, like you said, we're all going to be judged. Like someone's always going to judge us, right? But we always want to think to the higher realm. Like we always want to go to the highest of the high. Like every soul will taste death. Like we're all going to die, and we're all going to get judged regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
why does it matter what other people in the world say? Like, why does it matter if she doesn't like this or he doesn't like this? It shouldn't matter. You feel me? And so I think when we feel like we're going to get judged, that's what like fuels the procrastination. And I also want to add it to the inconsistent part because you know be consistent, but be consistent in doing good. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
for the perfect example is like people say, "Oh, I'm in sports band every day. I've been doing this, doing this, doing this." Like that's consistent, but it's not like
Ooh.
good. There's nothing good about that. You feel me? So like when we say consistent, it can be something that was just like, oh, reading your Bible every day, or reading a book every day. You want to be like, you want to do things that please God. You feel me?
Yeah.
consistent in bad deeds because you'll be consistent in bad outcomes. You'll be consistent with punishment. So you want to be consistent in good deeds and get good rewards. You feel me? So
Facts.
I think that's another thing too about the consistent part because it's bigger than just being consistent. Or honestly and truthfully, it could be something simple as just being consistent and just waking up and praying. Like the first thing you do is pray without even going on your phone.
Yep.
For me, it's just like little things that we don't do that we should do because you feel me. It matters. It
Yep.
matters. It
And
matters.
one other thing I would add is like comfort, like being like addicted to comfort. Can be a bad habit. You know, a lot of us get addicted to being comfortable, whether that's, maybe staying in bed. Sometimes, think about this, like even you getting out of bed an hour earlier can change your whole day, can make your day better, make or break your day, make or break
Yeah.
your potential, to be honest. So, because that first hour, you can get a lot of done. You could go to the gym, eat, and, take a shower all in 1 hour, right? So, it's like
Yeah.
you gotta when you don't get comfortable like sleeping all day, don't get comfortable just sitting on the couch all day, don't get comfortable drinking, smoking all day, doing drugs all day, don't get comfortable doing these things, because like at the end of the day, if you think about it, potential will never like disappear overnight, bro. It's just like it's every time you choose comfort over like discipline. So it's like every time you're choosing comfort, you're gonna lose potential, bro. It's not like your potential will never fully go away, but you have to
Yeah.
work towards it. You know what I'm saying? You have to work towards, like he said, work towards better things, being good with your day. So waking up and praying,
Yeah.
doing those things consistently over days, you'll eventually, gain more potential, because now it's like you're starting to see like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do certain things, I can do different things, I can wake up and I feel good about my day. So what can I get started with
Yeah.
now? So I agree with you,
Mhm.
bro. That's facts.
And and to add on to that, because I think it's so important, like to add on to potential, that's one of the key steps. But to make sacrifices, like what are
Ooh,
you
I like
willing
that.
to lose to gain? You feel me? Like
Yeah.
think about it like this, like God, He gives us so much, but what are we giving Him? Like what do we give Him? Like
Mm-hmm.
we can't even wake up an hour earlier to, like you said, an hour earlier to just pray, but we rather just lay down and just keep resting. Why? Like why can't you give that extra hour up for God? Why can't you give
Facts.
that extra moment up, that split second up for God? He gives you so much. He gives you life, but you can't do the
Mm-hmm.
bare minimum. You can't do something and I'm not saying it to say I'm better than anyone. For me, it's because I'm not. You feel me? I wish I could do more. It's so much more for me to do, and I strive to do it. But it's like as humans, like everyone, like what are we really willing to sacrifice? Like
Yeah.
we have to do more. We have to really be seeking, because that's how you build a potential. Because like let's say you make a sacrifice and you know that God's gonna give you something back. Like that confidence boosts up to you. You feel like, oh, I know something's coming. It builds morale. You feel me? And that
Yeah.
boosts potential. But whenever you're just like consuming and you just like chilling, comfortable, and you just lay back, like how are you seeking for potential? That kills potential. That's the opposite. It
Mm-hmm.
kills potential. So like, the more you sacrifice, the more you give. And when I say sacrifice, it's not like I'm saying like some crazy thing. Like we
Yeah.
always, like we just said, like an hour, like sacrifice an hour, sacrifice 30 minutes
Time.
off the phone, like time. Yeah, like time is the biggest thing. Like or like for us, like one thing we like to do with money is like we rather just keep our money, keep our money, keep our money, keep our money, but sacrifice some money to some homeless people who needs the money. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like do like these small things that is sacrificing something, but it's not like you have to go out your way for it. But listen, if you go out your way for it, just know it's gonna be a better reward. You feel me? Like
Yep.
the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward. So like, me personally, I always want to go big. Like if I want to sacrifice something, I want to do it the best of my ability. But I'm always good with the small sacrifice. Like the small sacrifices for me is not always just like it's just secondhand nature. So you want your secondhand nature to be small sacrifices, and then when you're ready for that big leap in life, do something big, and a reward's gonna come for you. So I think that's another big thing too. Like, be willing to make sacrifices to gain potential. But if you're not willing to make sacrifices, you're not going to get no potential. And that's just the truth.
I
That's
love
just
that, bro.
that's just the truth, bro.
And that's facts, bro. To add on that, like, and also like the main thing that he's saying is time. Like, give up, be willing, be willing to give up time for God. And it's, I know a lot of people that's out there that say if you don't if you're not a follower, you're not a believer. But still, also that time that you get of God can be useful for a time that you give to yourself as well, because you are important. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only for God, it's also for you as well. You know, so you getting up an extra hour earlier, you praying. You're not only praying for God. You're not. It's not like you're. How do I explain it? A lot of people, like, I feel like we want to, prove something to God so bad, but sometimes it's like he already forgave you. He already loves you. So, it's okay for you to still pray over yourself. You know what I'm saying? Still take time for yourself. Still take moments to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You praying in the morning allows you to just start your day by loving off rip. So the rest of your day you're gonna be loving things that happen to you, for you, against you. You'll love it regardless of what it is. And I think that's the main important thing about praying in the morning, is like we start our day with love. So it's like once you start your day with love, your whole day is just gonna be good, because now it's just loving, loving, loving. Loving.
Yeah, that's facts. And it's like you said, like to the non-believers, what we want to do, like if you don't believe, it's always a way to like give time, So
Yep.
instead of like waking up and going to your phone, let's wake up and say, okay, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this today. Write tasks, give yourself goals. You want to like what you want to do is you want to trick your brain to seek for something. Like if
Yep.
you're not seeking for God, seek for building yourself. You feel me? And then once you build yourself, everything's going to fall in line.
Yep.
Or it could be just something simple like watching a quick motivational video and build that esteem, that self-esteem, and just going on with your day rather than just scrolling on Instagram and just looking at all these bad things. You feel me? Like you want to give an hour away or give 2 hours away.
Yep.
You feel me? And like you said, like not if you don't believe in God, living life. For me, it's always a way to give time to please yourself and
Yourself.
just do
Yeah.
better. So I like that you said it, because that is true. Like a lot of people say, "Damn, what if I don't believe?" Build confidence. Build yourself up. Build that inner up, so your inner can show your outer. That's facts,
That's
bro. I like
facts,
what you said.
bro.
That's
Like
deep.
literally building the person that you want to become. So like, if you're not like, for example, us that follow, God and stuff like that, we pretty much put ourselves second. Just want to let you guys know, we put ourselves second and we put God first, right? But if
Yeah.
you can't, like, if you're a person that can't, you don't want to put God first or whatever, it's okay to put yourself first. What you don't want to do is put somebody else first. You know what I'm saying? Somebody other than God or yourself. You shouldn't be putting
Yeah.
above, yourself. So if you don't follow, or if you don't, believe in God, it should be your goal to become a better version of you, becoming the better version of you every day. How can I become a better version of
Yeah.
me every day? How can I do this a little better? How can I um have my schedule more clear? How can I do different things more better? That's if you don't believe. But if you're a believer, take time and give it to God, because God will show you the ways through other things, right? God will literally guide you. So that's why we follow God, because God has guided us to where we're at today. He has
Boy.
gave us the things that we have today. So that's why we more grateful. We follow God. We give Him that first place, because we understand without Him we wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be dead, or we wouldn't even been a thought, mind you. So yeah, that's that. I have no
Yeah.
more on that question. You?
Yeah. No, that's the truth. Like, what potential is really just what you do. It's just that whatever effort you put in, is that what are you going to get out? So you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Just keep striving. I
Facts.
like that one.
That's facts, man. And getting into the next one, I'm gonna ask you the first question, Diddy. Does your circle shape your future? Ooh,
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Yes. Um, yes, only because you can be with people who's really good and you become successful, or you can
Facts.
be with people really bad and they hold you back. They don't let you reach that success. And it's like, and it's not like people who's bad people, it's just people who like who's comfortable. They live a normal lifestyle. They just they're okay with their lifestyle. So it's not like this. It's not like saying like, oh, go find new friends or do this. Like no, like your day ones, and all you need is time to wait to really unleash that next level of you. You feel me? And to become a better person. And I think a lot of the times when it comes like to friend groups and circles, if it's a good circle, right? You could tell, like, they're locked in. They all got their own thing going, this and this. But when it's another friend group that's not as good, you can just tell they're more like they're more lenient on each other. Like, I do, you do. Like, we all fall back with each other.
Yeah.
And when it's like that, like, how could we really grow? You feel me? Because like the only way I win is if your product goes good. But it's like, what about me? Like, what do I want to do? Like, this
Yeah.
isn't pleasing to me. This is not the life I want to live. So I have to go do this. But a lot of the times we're so scared to just, like, take a step away, and that's what hurts us the most. Because like the quote says, like, your closest friends, your worst enemies. It's that way, but only because it's like, whenever you do something right, yeah, the first person who's gonna say like you're doing something weird is your closest friends. You feel me? They gonna
Yep.
look at you like, bro, you ain't never do that before. Like, what are you doing that for? Like, you feel me? So
Mm.
I think it's important to, like, keep that. That's why it's, like, important to keep your business to yourself. Like, stay closed off. Like, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, the world, the people think like, oh, you can't tell me because you don't trust me. This is like, no. It's just, like, for me, it's more beneficial for me because, like, your opinion could influence, because you're my friend, you're my homeboy.
Yep.
Like, let's say, for instance, like, a lot of times, let's say a guy wants to go with a girl, right? And he tells, like, yo, bro, I'm finna go give this girl woo woo. And the homeboy know about the girl, like, bro, she a thought, like, she a hoe, she a this and she this and she this. And he's like, dang, I don't even want her no more. Like,
Yep.
but you don't been talking to the girl for a whole month. Like, you see she's a good person, you see she changed, you see all this, but your homeboy, like, his reaction influenced you. So, your friend group really does kind of designate where you go in life, but you choose your friend group, you choose who you want to be around, and you
That's
choose your
facts.
life. So I say, in my opinion, like, if you are in a situation where it's like, okay, I need to do better, like, take a step back, like, build your life, and you become the leader. Like, you lead and your friends follow. If that's how you want to be, like, lead by example. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's how I feel about it. What about you, bro?
I agree, bro. Like, your circle definitely does shape your future, and I say, like, also because, like standards as well, like all the stuff that you think about in your own life. Like he says, you have to, like, you start to think about what your friends do, what your friends want, how they like things. You never really, like, look for it for yourself. It's like, this topic for me, it's a little bit different, only because, like, for me, I didn't care who was in my circle, who was around. I was gonna, I was always locked
Uh-oh.
in. So, so it's like, if you are going through something like this where you have friend groups, it can affect you in different ways, bro. Like, you got friends that'll hate if you're doing something different. You got people that'll talk down on you, and if you do have these friends around, like they said, bro, be okay with stepping away, and if you take a step back and they are attacking you, then you obviously know they're not good friends, right? Because if they're good friends, they're gonna support you. They're gonna be like, oh shoot, this is what you're doing now, this is fire. Like, how can they support, how can they help you out or whatever? Even if they don't help, it's fine. I feel like, a lot of friendships could be ended by, like, not seeing support. Sometimes people got their own stuff going on, and I feel like that's when it's like your friend group is good if you guys are, like, all doing something, like he said, doing something instead of, like, just chilling all day
Yeah.
together, falling back on each other. Like, if you got a friend group and it's hard to even meet with each other because y'all all busy, then that's a good friend group, because you guys are doing something. You guys are working to becoming somebody that you're trying to become, especially at a young age like this. Like, if my friends were all bums, it would be easiest for all of us to hang every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we was bums, right? But because we're trying to, make it in life, we're trying to become better in life. Like, we don't really see each other. Like, how often do all of us hang out? Like, when was the last time I hang out with you, Dede? It's been like a whole year, 2 years. Like,
Oh,
like, we
yeah.
haven't hung in a minute. So it's like but we still have that connection because we, you know what I'm saying? We know what it is. But that's just an example for, like, my friend group. So it's like, my friend group, we all doing our own thing. But when we talk, it's all mutual. Like, we not hating on each other. We
Yeah.
seeing that each
Oh,
other has grown. Is just pure love, right? But
good.
not every friendship is like that. Not every friend group is like that, and I understand that. And like he says, like, you have the power to create your circle, right? So you create those that you want around you. If you don't like somebody in your life and they not benefiting you in no way, it's okay for you to drop them. It's okay for you to not be friends. It's okay for you to stop talking to them. It don't even got to be no hate. It's just like, you don't talk to them no more. They don't fit into your life. It is what it is. Some people are just here for a season of your life, you know? Sometimes people not here for the long run, bro. And, you know, they may come back later, but later is too late, right? You already done been working. You far ahead in life. You don't even care about that no more. And to add on to also what Diddy was saying about having a group with that y'all all fall back on each other, is like he said, when one person succeeds, now it's like he's being weird. But when you have, like, that's not a good friend group either. If like you're growing, like y'all all are in one place, but it's like you're trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? But you're scared to grow because of the friend group. And I understand, because if you do grow, all your friends down here, and you're growing like this, right? Your friends staying down here, and it's like you don't wanna like have to pull them up, because that's not realistic. They're gonna be talking you down. Yeah. They're gonna be talking to your head, and you're gonna bring your potential back down. And this also goes with potential as well, bro. Habits built from your friends. Yeah. Your friends are comfortable with your habits, so they're gonna tell you it's okay. It's fun to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're comfortable with it. They're like, oh, why you don't do this no more? I thought you do this. Why we not drinking no more? Why we not going to the club no more? And then you like, say you're here, and you're like, you know what? You're right. They're like, bro, just drink one time, bro. Just drink one time, bro. It ain't gonna do nothing to you, bro. It's just one day. It's just one day. It's just one day. And now you're back here with them again. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get rid of people that are being toxic to your purpose. You know, if people are not aligned with your purpose, with your alignment, then, you know, it's okay to not talk to them. But yeah, that's what I think. I think it does, though. It does shape.
And to add on to that, like, let's say you do take that step back, and that person doesn't reach out to you or anything like that. Were they really your friend? You feel what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like let's say people who take a step back and they say, like, they move on in their life, and, you know, they find their path, they find their goal, but the people they once was connected with, they never check up on them. They never reach out to them. So it's like, how could I grow? You feel me? So, what up, Pops? Hold on. What's up?
Nah, for real though. But also some other things as well is like, you know, your friends, they'll be complaining. Like, your friends they'll be complaining, responsibilities. Like, they won't let you grow. But when you have friends that are, you know, training hard, working hard, that are disciplined, building a business, it just raises your own baseline, because for yourself, you look at it as like, oh, that's good things, like, bro. Like, competition. Yeah, it is. But like you said, friendly. So don't take it in a way that you need to be competing with your boy. Like, oh, if he do this, I gotta be better than him. Like, you don't have to. It's just work hard. Like, work just as hard as him, but in your own thing, what you love to do. So if Day is working hard, like, for example, Day is working hard, you know, hitting up other people, trying to get his business running, right? But me, I see that he's working hard, so I'm gonna work hard on what I'm doing, though. So my content, my streams, right? I'm gonna work harder at that. So that's for example, like, of a friendly competition. Not, oh, Day got all this, all right, let me do the same thing he's doing and try to be better than him. Let me try to get more clients than him. Like, no, bro. Do what you do, but do it as good. You know what I'm saying? Try as hard. So yeah. But you could finish what you were saying. I was just talking while you was going.
Now you good. You know what I'm saying? Pop's on the side. You be forgetting.
W Pops, man.
But, yeah, I'm saying W Pops. But I do agree with that, because that's really a good point. Because friendly competition is the best competition, you feel me? Because it's like, I see you grow, so I want to grow. It's like we just... And then at the end of the day, we come back to each other like, yo, bro, I did this today. Oh, that's good, bro. Let me tell you what I did. Like, it's like you feel each other's spirit. You feel each other's morale. Yeah. Rather than being in a friend group where it's like, yo, bro, I did this. Man, that's lame. Like, why would you post that? What do you mean? For me, you just throw your mental off. So I think it's really important to, you know, be careful who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? Because words have an impact. Like, word, yeah. Words have a really big impact.
So to add to that is like, how do I want to explain it, bro? It's like like when you don't want to have a friend group also to where you feel like you're bragging when you're telling something good, you know, like for example, you don't want to go to your friend, say you won something that you feel good about it, you're like, oh bro, I just finished let's say you got a website, right? You just dropped a website. You got your first deal, right? Somebody bought something from you for the first time. You tell your friends, yo, bro, I just got my first sale. Da da da. Look at this, bro. Like, look at this sale. And if they be like, oh, like, you know, like you don't want to sound like you bragging. They be like, dang, bro, must be nice. Da da da. Like when you, like what, you know, that hearing that is like, you know, you got to get rid of those people because now they're seeing you as like real life competition, or they're judging themselves based off what you're doing, and you don't want to sound like you're bragging. You want to be able to talk to your friends, like he said. When we talk to each other, it's like we're just growing with each other. Oh, let me tell you what I did. Boom. Then boom, tell me what you did. Boom, and we just growing. But when you have people that you're trying to tell them and they're not really rocking with it, it's hard to like grow because like, damn, am I even doing anything right? Like, they not even appreciating what I'm doing. Like, am I, you know, and it can be contradicting to whatever you have going on for yourself. You might even lose potential for that. So it's like, you gotta know your friends and know who to talk to, I feel like, as well. Certain situations. Like, for example, my friend group, I know that I probably wouldn't talk about like the stuff we talk about on podcasts with, you know, some of them, right? But some of them I can have a conversation. Like maybe like one or two I can have a conversation. With Dede I can have a conversation. But with some of my friends, it might just be pure basketball, pure football. You know, you gotta know your friends as well. And that's why you choose your friends, so that you can know your friends. You don't want to just have anybody in your friend group. I feel like that's something people do, bro. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but hoods, that's the main thing hoods do. Like y'all just add random people to your friend group. And then over time, y'all realize that they was never even your friend. They was just there because y'all all are there. So I say you gotta watch out for all that, bro. You just gotta watch out for people in general, bro. Friends, no friends. Just be careful, man. Be careful, bro.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you gotta like listen to what people say, like because what they say is how they feel. Like whatever they say is like how they truly feel a lot of the time. So it's like, they might say that's a joke, but it's like, bro, like I'm dead ass. You feel me? Like it's really that deep. And I think like one thing I want to add is like sometimes like friends, the purpose don't align. Like he said, like I want to do this, but my friend want to do this. Like I want to be a motivational podcast speaker, this and this and this, but my friends want to be a club promoter. It's like it doesn't align. It doesn't. I can't be wanting to promote this and tell people not to drink and not to do this and not to do this and not to do this. But my friends, you know, they club promoters. It doesn't go together. Let's say for instance, like they post a video and they say, "Yo, bro, repost this for me." Why would I repost that on my platform?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think the biggest thing is understanding your purpose and understanding your friend's purpose too, because it could really throw you off, like all the way off. Like, see, especially in the long run too. Like when you get big, you get up and stuff like this. Is like how do you like for instance, let's say your friend is like he's a P star. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going?
Yeah.
How could that be in my friend group? Like it doesn't make sense. So I think it's important to really like think beyond like now, like think into the future. Like when you make it, because that's how you gotta live your life. Like if you're gonna be rich later, you gotta be rich now in the heart. So I think that's important for real.
Facts. And Unc said, if your homies don't want to see you grow, they never were really your homies. That's facts, man. That's facts. And I feel like dealing with friends also is like one thing you gotta be okay. You gotta be careful with like choose your friends. Like choose your friends. This is the main things is like choose your friends. Choose what you listen to as well, because even if your friend, like I told y'all, regardless of who I was around, I didn't care. I was gonna do me regardless. So it's like if you choose to choose what you listen to, is like if somebody tells you to stop doing something, they don't like you doing something, or they not messing with what you're doing. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm not gonna choose to listen to that. I'm gonna choose to listen to the good that I want. So I know that I feel like I can do it. So I'm gonna try to do it. Like why would I care about somebody else says, right? So and that's that's just going off in just generalness, because you shouldn't let a friend, your mom, your dad, just another person in general talk you out of doing something that is aligned with your purpose. So if you feel like it is aligned with your purpose and your circle don't feel like it's something that you should be doing, which one are you going to take? Are you going to take God's purpose for you, or are you going to take your friends? So it's like, those are the decisions that you're going to have to make. And that's up to you to make that decision. Like I said, bro, it's up to you to make that decision. Whether you want to fall back on your friends and y'all just hang out and, you know, y'all go back to being comfortable again, or you're going to follow this purpose that could possibly lead you somewhere to, if these friends did love what you was doing, could raise you up and y'all all go together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you have friends around you that don't want to see you win, like Unc said, they not your friends. They not your homies. And like Dede said, listening to them, because they will, bro, people will show their true colors. But you might think it's a joke. You might not listen to it. And that's just like, if you think about it, anything with this world, like some of the movies, they put out movies, right? And we all hee ha ha at the movies, laugh and joke, and it be some real life stuff that's going on, right? So it's
the movie Sinners, like the movie Sinners, like when you watch Sinners, right?
We laughing, we think it's funny, and it's real.
That movie is the most realest movie. Like that's real life. Yeah. Like that's real life. I think people need to rewatch that movie because it's that real. And I like that you said it, because that's really important, especially with social media nowadays. Like how bad it is. Mm-hmm. Like what we see on social media is bad. And I want to add on to something that you said that's really important. It's really what go on. Like if your friends like hate on you later in life, they're not your friends or whatever, right? So I think like the most important thing is, right, this is how I feel about it. A lot of times friend groups, they say, oh, my homie make it, I'm gonna make it. But it's like, what if you make it? Like, what am I gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's say you get big. How do I? Like, what do I do? You feel me? So I think like in friend groups, it's important to rely on our own like needs. Like what we do in friend groups is we want to be so tight, we want to be so together. Like we want to come up as one big three. But it's like, if I eat, you eat. You feel me? But the only way I'm gonna eat is if you let me eat. You feel me? Like a lot of friend groups don't let the friends. They want to hold them back. They're like, bro, you tripping, bro? Don't do that, bro. That's lame. Like who gonna watch that? Like, how's that gonna get you views? But a lot of times it don't be for the views. It really just be for like the people, my message, and my goal. So that's really important that you said that. I ain't gonna lie, that's real.
Yeah, that's important, bro. Cause you know we tend to forget that a lot of this stuff happens in front of us and we don't know. Like a lot of the stuff, for example, like to pick up back off what I was saying was like, say you got a friend, right, and their friend talks shit about you. Like say you always hang with this friend group. What it be is it mostly be people that try to fit into friend groups, that usually get in friend groups that don't like them, right? You try to fit in, you try to fit into this friend group, you try to be around people that's not your style, but you think they cool because whatever they're doing is a trend or is cool, right? You want to be hanging around them, you want to be around them. And then if somebody tells you, like, say for example, say you do YouTube, say we're gonna use me as an example. I mean, I never been in this situation, but I'm gonna use myself. So say I'm doing YouTube and I just find out I meet this friend group and the first thing one of them tell me is like, man, you doing YouTube, bro? That shit ass, bro. I seen your video, bro. That shit was ass, bro. And then be like, nah, I'm just joking. Why would you even joke something specific about that? Like, you gotta listen, you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to what people are saying. Like, why would you joke specifically about that? You could have said anything. You could have said, bro, your shoes. You didn't even have to say nothing. So if they even hating on you out loud and taking it as a joke, I wouldn't take it as a joke if I was you, because all it takes is for one bad situation to happen till you see his real true colors. Because he already showing you it, but you just ignoring it because you think we friends. And you think they're your friends. So you're ignoring the signs. But you have to be, bro, this is why it's so important to be observer in your own life, to observe everything, to watch people, movements, see what they do when you're around other people, so that you know that you're safe, that you know that you're not in somewhere you're not supposed to be. And that's the main important things in life, is just being an observer. Like, observe, bro. You're technically an observer. If yo, like I always speak on this. If your eyes are closed, bro, you still have your mind. You can still talk. Like, yeah, you can't see nothing out here, but you can still talk. Y'all can still see me. I can move around my hands. I can do whatever I want. I can't see what I'm doing, but I know that I'm moving around, right? So it's like, be be okay with just being you, bro. Like, even if it ain't, just be an observer, bro. Just be okay with observing. Now that you have eyes, use your eyes. Learn to see. Use your ears to hear. Like, okay, you see somebody, they don't like, you see how they act towards you. If somebody always trying to bully you, right? Say you somewhere, somebody always trying to come to you, they start pushing you, right? Every time they see you, they hit you, they push you, they touch you. Like, you gotta see signs, man. Observe, see signs, and don't think that the signs are not there. Don't think they always a joke, because people might think it's a joke, but they're laughing at you, not with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's you gotta just put yourself like above friends. It's like God, me, then others, right? So it's like God, family, then others. So it's like,
Yeah. I got a question though.
what's up?
Are friends necessary? Like, do you need friends?
On when like growing in life, or
Yeah,
like
growing
just
in
in
life, like when
general.
you're in a phase. In general, growing in life, however you want to take it.
I feel like depends on what you want to do with your life. For example, so if you're somebody that's just like okay with life, you don't want too much in your life, you just want love and friends and shit. Like, friends is fine. That they'll be okay with just having friends, right? Friends, they lifestyle, cool. But if you're somebody that like wants to be highly successful, rich, all that, like, friends is gonna have to wait, or either you just gonna have to dolo it, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
sometimes not every friend in your friend group is on the same page of trying to succeed. So it's like it's hard to sometimes pull other people. So I feel like it it's like in between. Like, you can have friends, but if you want to, like, I suggest, if you want to become very successful, don't have friends. Only I'll say this only because, like, your friends will distract you. And what you don't want to be is distracted each and every day. I'm pretty sure. So we're talking about people that's trying to be successful. You're gonna be working hard every day. Let's be real. So if you want to be successful, you're gonna be working hard every day, because first of all, you're not comfortable. You're not being how everybody else is being. You're not lowering your potential. You have no friends. So who do you have to lean on? Yourself, right? And this is where you just grow. You just grow more in life. But that becomes, like, how do I explain it? Like, I'm gonna just use me for an example, because my little journey, I didn't really have like none of my dogs like pretty much at all. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so during the journey is like you gotta just keep going, but you have to be your own motivation, and you surround yourself with others through what you watch. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it wasn't I'm around people that's motivating me. No. Instead of having people around me, I was watching videos that motivate me, watching videos that help me learn about my mental, watching videos that help me learn how to save money, how to gain more money. Right? These are things that I did I didn't need anybody else for. These are things you can do on your own. Journaling, learning, all this stuff. You have your phone. Like, this is why we say your phone can be, it can make or break you. It's good and evil, bro. So it's like, it depends on how you use it. You have a phone, right? You usually would call your friends, talk to your friends for 3-4 hours. Nowadays, I can't be on the phone with my friends for 3-4 hours. I can't. I just can't. I don't have the time to do that, right? So it's like, you have to know what you have going on in your life. So I don't have the time for have friends 3-4 hours on the phone, right? So what I gotta do? I gotta watch a video for 20 minutes that'll motivate me, right? I'll watch a video for 10 minutes that help me learn something about myself, help me learn about my mental. These are things that you do that helps you move on in life, that you don't need other people for. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's what I would say about that. How you feel about that? Do you need friends or no?
See, my situation is totally different. I got lucky.
And this
You
why
feel me?
we
I got
human. We
blessed
lie. You
to
know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
fiance. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I got
Ooh.
blessed with like a girlfriend, like a fiance. So it's like totally different for me. Like, I think having a partner makes it 10 times better for you because it's like
They're
instead
gonna
of calling my friend,
automatically
call my
go.
homeboy to you feel me to build my like it's automatically building our future together and like all these things. So it's like for me, I don't really need friends. Like, I'm okay with my life right now. Like
You know,
if I'm being honest, like we've been in a whole other state. It's not like I really don't talk to no one like at all in general.
yeah,
Only person I talk to is my partner. So it's like once I came to that mindset, it's like at this point, I'm not gonna say she's all I have, but it's kind of like it's all I'm okay with. Like if this is all my life gonna be, like I'm okay with it. Like I promise you, like and I have a couple kids, like I'm good with like how you were saying. But like my mindset is I want to be rich. Like I want to be big. Like that's my mind. That's my goal. So it's like I got that one person with me to be able to
you
get
know,
big. But for anyone that doesn't have a partner or anyone like doesn't have none of
partner,
that,
friends, none of that.
I yeah, I don't think you need friends. Like honestly and truthfully, it's like I mean you can have friends, but your friends have to benefit you. But if they're not benefiting you or anything like that, like you don't really need them. Like you really don't need friends. Honestly and truthfully, like all you need is a Bible or a Quran, and just keep reading it and just keep showing up.
Yeah,
So yeah, but it's different for me, bro. Like I really do, I really do. I just got lucky. I just got blessed, and I'm thankful. So
yeah,
it's like another thing for me is like it's different. Like even for us, like my friend group always been my friends. You feel like
yeah.
I don't have really like new friends. So it's like all my friends are from middle school. So like we just been with each other since day one. So it's like honestly, she was like, "Yeah, how y'all not even my friends? Y'all just my brothers." Like,
Yeah,
like you just been my dog since day one. And, like I don't gotta talk to my and that's another thing too. Like my friends, whatever. I don't gotta talk to my friends every day. Like I can go 2 months without talking to one of them and just call like, "Yo, bro, like what's up, bro? I need you. How you been? Do and boom, it's normal." So nah, especially like if you want to be successful, like you said, like friends is just it's just too much distraction, and that's another form of evil eye. Like having friends is like they're more likely to who yeah they're more likely to like hate on you rather than somebody outside your city. You feel me? Because think about like the most people that hate on you are the people in your city, right? So like the people that's gonna hate on you before them is the people closest to you because they like bro like what are you doing? You look
yeah.
weird, like you look dumb, like that's their mind thinking. But it's like for me, this is what I want to do. So yeah, nah, friends are really not needed. Like friends are just distractions. Unless it's somebody who's building with you, that can be a good friend.
That's
But other
facts.
than that, I really don't know, bro. I don't really care too much for friends.
Yeah. J Dot said, God is good. I just haven't found my spirit with him yet. Hey man, one thing I see is just like give it time. But also like take it slow. You don't have to rush into it. This is why we all, follow God because we all fall short. Sometimes our spirit isn't always high with him. So it's like that's why we pray. That's why we, read our Bibles or our Qurans, right? So that we can get closer to him. And this is something you can do daily. You don't have to read a whole book in one day. Sometimes you could just read a verse. Sometimes you just read a chapter. Sometimes you just read a few lines. Don't feel like you have to, because this thing, God gave you free will, right? So he allows you to choose. So you also have to see that with yourself. Like he gave me the free will, I can choose. So maybe tomorrow, right? Maybe tomorrow you wake up, you'll pray, you'll thank God just that you're alive. I feel like J Dot to just start to find your spirit is just being more grateful. Just be grateful. Like for the next week, just try to be grateful for everything that you got, whatever it is. Um, that's what
What
I'll give.
what I would say is
Yeah, I'm about to say
what I
you
say
give
is
yours.
is is the complete opposite. Like for me, I say like be more disciplined. Like that's how you really build spirit. Like you kind of like you become like let's say for example like I don't know if you smoke anything like that, right? Like stop yourself from smoking to kind of like find yourself like to do the right things. Like you wanna fear because think about it, it's heaven and hell, right? Like it's heaven and hell. So you want to fear hell, like you don't want to go to hell. So you want to live your life to go to like we talked about, and you want to live your life to go to heaven. So what I say is like from my experience and like really to find that inner peace, that find that spirit, because like we all believe in God, right? And we all love Him and this, et cetera, et cetera. But like we're not obedient. We don't
Mm.
do what He tells us to do. Like he gives us a list of what to do and what not to do, but we do what not to do. So to really find that inner spirit, to really find that peace, do more of His dues, do more of the things that pleases Him, and He like we say, like if He's pleased with you, if you're pleased with Him, He is pleased with you. So do
Yeah.
more things that looks more performing to His eye. And whenever you do that, he sees that. He's like, you know what? I want that person now. Let me go get that person. So, like, you believe in God, but since you're, like you say, like your spirit isn't full and you just don't feel high, you probably don't, like, astaghfirullah, God forgive me when I say this, but, like, you probably don't live like a righteous life. And there's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not, like, coming for you or anything like that, but, like, a lot of the times when a person's spirit isn't high or anything like that, is because they're either not living a righteous life or they're just like stuck. They're just not obedient and they're just not doing the right things. So what I say is, bro, find help too. Find reach out. Like my you can always hit me up. Like I'm not only here for like period. Like actually I do 1-on-one motivational courses. Like that's what I do. Like I build
Yeah.
portfolios for people and I'll get them like tasks and goals throughout the week and help them build that inner peace, that motivational side, all that etc. That's what I'm an online counselor pretty much. That's my little side job, my little side hustle. Really, that's what's going, inshallah, get me to the next level. But yeah, bro, whenever you get help, reach out to somebody, bro. Like, don't be
Facts.
scared to just, yeah.
Facts. And I
My
agree.
phone always open, parents always open. Yeah.
Hello. But one thing I would say though, Diddy, only because like, think about it. He has to. The reason I said, take your time with it at first is because think about it. He doesn't know any words or anything. So how is he gonna, know what God wants him to do? That's why I say, take your time and learn first, and then start being obedient. You know what I'm saying?
This is how I feel about like the take your time. Like that's the first thing anybody say when you come into religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like this is truly how I feel about it. This is why I feel like my like it happened. Everything happened so fast for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take my time. Like I didn't. I just went in and I just learned. Like whatever it was. Like, cause think about it, bro. It's not hard to just open the Bible and read a verse, right? It's not
Yeah.
hard to do like these small things, but it's so big. Like it's so big to the heart. So like I say like people say, oh, I don't like to overthink. No, overthink. Like when you overthink, when you have spiritual burnouts, those are good things. Like why? Because you're putting in effort. So the more effort you put into anything, like think about it, like a person who practice off season and during the season, they're probably the best person on the team, right? So what I say is like burn yourself out and just keep going. Like it's something's gonna pop up. It's never not like if you say, I'm going to take my time, and I agree. Like, take your time. I'm not like against it. You feel me? But I think for me, in my opinion, I think if we said, you know what, don't take your time and like hop into it and just keep learning, keep pushing, and keep going, that's better for you. Why? Because you're learning more, and you're not learning at a faster rate. You're just putting more knowledge onto yourself. And what I say is like this is one thing I do have to say. Whenever you do come to like a spiritual burnout, you have to start back from like where you started from, and then reverse yours, and then go all the way back, and then wherever that burnout happened, you're gonna push yourself past your limits, and then what are you gonna do? Unlock a next level of goals. So I think, and I'm not against you. I'm not saying against you. I just think
Nah, I know.
like when we
You
do
straight.
when we push ourselves to that next level, when we say, I'm going to give them my all, we have more results and we have quicker results. You feel me?
You
Especially when it comes to God, like you get quicker results the more you put into Him. So if you're like spiritually, if you feel like you're not spiritually connected, you know what you should do? Instead of praying once a day, pray twice a day. Instead of reading for 30 minutes, read for an hour. Because whenever you're doing that, you're feeding the spirit more. You're feeding the soul more. You feel me? Like the first thing you do, instead of saying, thank you God for waking me up, say thank you God for waking me up. Thank you God for giving me life. Thank you God for giving me a mouth. Thank you God for giving me a nose. Thank God, like feel me? Do more. The more you do, is the more you will feel spiritually connected. But that's how I
facts.
feel about it. But when it comes to religion, that's another thing too. Like when it comes like to like Christianity, Islam, Jews, like when it comes to that, you want to take your time. I do agree. Take your time with that because you could miss like key points. You can like oversee things and it can throw you all the way off. When
That's
it
right.
comes to just like learning and getting better, seek as much knowledge as you can. Like with anything, just keep seeking knowledge, keep going, keep looking, just keep showing up. That's all it is. Just keep showing up.
Yeah. But say okay, yes sir. Yes sir, bro.
Yeah,
That's the
that's fair.
main
Yeah.
thing, bro. For real though. You speak facts. Unc said, but you don't want to be so closed off and wrap up, and you all wrap up yourself in that. Wait, whoa, Unc, hold on.
What happened?
It's the way he sent it, bro.
I
Thank for y'all help.
don't
Yes
got
sir,
my
J.
my.
Bro, he said, okay. I'm gonna try to read it without like he said, but you don't want to be so closed off and wrap yourself up in a box. That's what he said. Like when we talking about friends and stuff like that, like not talking to friends and stuff like that. He was saying we don't want to be so closed up. Which this is the thing. You
No,
don't. My fault. Go ahead.
you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead. Go
you
ahead.
good. In my opinion, you won't get closed off, right? Only because it's like you have a goal, you have a purpose, you have a destination, right? So it's like how does my friends influence my destination? Another way, like another thing is like you don't need friends. Let's say like if a person like me, right? I do like high ticket stuff like this, whatever, etc. I'm gonna connect with those type of people, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be my friends. Like we can just talk business. Like what did you do to get to that level? Like how can I get to that level? What should I do? What type of people should I hit up and stuff like that? So you don't really get closed off. Like in my opinion, I don't think you get closed off. Like a person who has a focused mindset is probably like more willing to reach out to other people. You feel what I'm saying? Because they don't have to reach out to their friends. Like Perry said, like if I reach out to my friends, we're gonna end up talking for 3 to 4 hours. I don't have enough time for that.
Yeah.
But if I reach out to someone who's in my business and my purpose is like a quick 2 to 5 minute call, like yo bro, what'd you do to this? What'd you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Keep going. How do you
Facts.
feel about that?
Um, being closed off and wrap yourself up in a box. So I do I think some people can get closed up and wrap themselves in a box, but I feel like those are the people that aren't trying to be successful. They're just okay with being alone. Well, yeah, they're
Mm.
okay with being alone, and that's them, right? They're okay with being alone, and they don't want to be around others. They don't want the help. So it's like those are people that'll wrap themselves in a box. And like Dede said, when you have somebody that's if you're trying to be successful, you're gonna have to have connections. You're gonna have to talk to people.
Yeah.
That's just the way life is. You're getting money from other people, so you have to have some type of communication, some type of way to talking to some
Hmm.
other people. For example, yeah, I may not talk to my friends. I'm using me as an example. I may not talk to my friends, but I'm talking to people every day, which is on stream. I'm having conversations on stream. Yeah, they in the chat, but I'm having a conversation. You have God. Like I feel like when you have God, you don't really need another friend. Like who else is gonna do the stuff that God does? God does everything your friend does times 5, right? So times 30. Like when you have a relationship with God and you feel like you have a true relationship with God, it's like at any time you can have a moment where you're talking to God. You can pray to God. You can have that conversation with God, or even then you can ask God to wrap or to bring others around you that think just like you, and God
Hmm.
can do that for you. So you only get
Yeah.
closed off if you close yourself off. You only get closed off if you tell yourself, I don't mess with nobody. And that's the other thing. If you hate the world, if you tell yourself you hate the world, you're gonna close yourself off. You know,
That right there.
just because you're
Yeah.
working on something by yourself doesn't mean other people don't
Close
love you.
off.
It doesn't mean you need to close yourself off. Because think about it, I'm gonna give an example like of a way you can close yourself off. Like for example, closing myself off would be like, say for example, I try to text somebody, like say Day for example. Say Day was to try to talk to somebody, right? Text somebody about, their fitness, or say like fitness, right? It was text somebody about fitness, right? And that person never responded to them or responded to him. closing himself off would be like if he'd been like, you know what, I hate the world, I don't care no more, like nobody ever gonna respond to me, I'm never gonna text nobody ever again, talk to anybody ever again. That's closing yourself off. Once you hate the world, once you hate, that's closing yourself off. But when when you're grounded by God, you have a purpose, like Dede said, you're driven, you're not gonna close yourself off because opportunities are everywhere and opportunities are people. So that's what I think about that.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I like that you said that. Opportunities is really where it's at. Like the more people, the more opportunities.
Yep.
So the more people you connect with, the more chance you got to be successful.
Yep.
And success is outside of your friends, so that's why you really disconnect from your friends.
Facts, bro.
But
that's facts. He said, that's what I'm saying. Friends like those around you who help keep you grounded, those are the ones you don't want to close off. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what he was saying. But you don't want to be so closed off. And rap.
Oh, yeah, no, that's facts. That's for sure.
That's facts. That's facts.
And then, yeah, that's facts. But like think about it is like I feel like how me and Perry doing, right? Like we do this podcast stream and stuff like that, right? Like outside of podcast, me and Perry talk like every once in a while. Yeah. Like it's so many ways to still connect with friends. Like it's 2026. Like it's not hard to. What I've been like this is a different type of this is a different type of friend groups though, right? What you see is like a lot of people go on TikTok live and they're like looking for girls, doing this, doing that, like doing this. And you don't want to be in that, right? But when you get like a solid friend, you kind of like, we're gonna stick to the basics. We're gonna do what we both want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's something that's important too.
That's why it's so important to pick your friends. You got to pick the good. I'm not gonna say like everybody's good or bad. It's just you pick people for who they are. Don't pick them for their potential, what they could be. Pick them for who they are in that moment, because at the end of the day, these are your friends. Why? You don't want your friends to be putting on a show for you and being somebody completely different a day later. Like it's not a friend that I would want to be around. I don't know about y'all, but that's not somebody I would want to be around. And
that's facts.
J-Dot said, yeah, like I'm almost he said I'm almost to the point. I'm almost to that point of being depressed, but I'm trying to get out that habit. He said, because I had that one friend that I will always talk to you about everything but her boyfriend, things that she cheated on him with. So he blocked me on everything. Hold on, I'm so confused. Hold on.
J-Dot, is that you? Is that your guy or my guy? Who?
No. Wait, what you mean?
Do you know him?
Yeah. He's from my streams. My other streams.
Okay. I see.
Let me answer the first. Let's answer the first one, then I don't know if they both correlate.
What was the first part?
Huh?
What was the first part again?
The first part was he said like I'm almost at that point of being depressed, but I'm trying to get out of that habit. My question is, what habit are you, or you just mean like the habit of just being depressed, like the depression state?
Yeah, and I think if you feel like you're in a state, like you're coming to the state of depression, you're probably already depressed. It just can get worse. That's how I think. Like, like your inner self is telling like, oh, I'm coming to being depressed. But like you're already kind of depressed because that's what you're telling yourself. Like you're stepping into the depression phase. And once you step into that phase, you're gonna be fully like you're gonna be sucking. You feel me? So I think you have to switch your brain set to not coming to depressing phase. You want to tell yourself like I'm going to do better. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, like you're not depressed, bro. You're not depressed. I don't think you're depressed. You good, bro. You good.
Yeah. What I would say is like, first of all, you already did the first thing. The first step was just realizing that you are depressed, right? So that's the first thing I want to just say. Congrats on that. Next thing I would say is, like Dede said, telling yourself, positive what? How the fuck do you say that name? Positive affirmations. That's what you call. Yeah, affirmations. Tell yourself positive things. So whenever you feeling sad, you feeling upset, how can you look at it in a positive way, right? How can you turn it into something positive? I like to think depression is just mental, right? It's just your mindset. That's what we believe. we believe that like depression, anxiety, all that, like I feel like those are things that is mentally in your head, but you can get over it by just switching your mental, switching how you think. So I'm guessing you're saying you're depressed because I guess you had a friend that you will always talk about everything, and she was a girl, right? You said, but her boyfriend, she said,
Oh man, I
thinks
blocked
that,
her. Um,
yeah, so he blocked me on everything. So I'm guessing he blocked him off her phone because she
yeah,
was your
yeah,
friend,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So, um,
yeah. Oh, I
well,
see.
first
It was
things
like some
first,
like, oh that.
yeah.
Okay, I see.
First things first, I would say like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's your your best friend. Maybe y'all was best friends or anything like that, and it hurts does being blocked by somebody else, but that also does show you the reality of things, right? So that shows you that she values you know him, right? Obviously, but I feel like, bro, as a best friend though, you gotta just, I mean, you gotta see her side with things, as in like, it's her relationship, is her boundaries. But he said, oh wait, oh, I'm not depressed about that. So what you depressed about? I'm so confused. Wait,
Um,
I'm so confused what he's
I
depressed
think.
about now, or you just depressed in
No, I'm
general?
telling you, like he's not. It's not a good. I'm telling you, like it's crazy. I can break everything down. I really tell you, like I be dealing with a lot of people.
Oh, he said
It's
he's
not
depressed
depression,
about.
bro.
Oh, what? I was about to
What he's
say,
depressed about?
he said he depressed about what's going on in his family.
Oh,
See,
family,
yeah, that was,
family.
see, we were both on the, like, completely lost.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
think
where
it's
you. I thought you just meant like just regular just mental depression. Like, I mean,
um family's different though, because family's like
as it
family's
hit
is
hard, bro.
always yeah, family's like passed on. Like family's like passed on trauma a lot of the time.
Ooh,
So I think I'm telling you, like I can. If you hit me up, I can give you my. I do courses with a lot of people. I can give you like a free course. I can set you up some like small mental habits that I do to help people.
get right.
It's pretty beneficial. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get you right. Like I'm speaking. But what I would tell you about your family, you gotta understand that I mean you're younger
You can
probably.
say it, bro. You
Probably
can say it.
I can say it.
You can say it, bro.
You don't need your family, bro. Like you don't need them. Like all you really need is you and God, bro. So I think a lot of the times what we do is we try to rely on our emotions, and we try to rely on like our family, but you can't. You gotta rely on the one who created you. So
Yeah, facts.
to really like fight mental depression, it's all like a dopamine. Like you always want to tell yourself like I'm doing good, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. And
Yeah,
a lot of times you just gotta train your brains. So by training your brain, it's so important to write. Like when you wake up, write 3 wins for the day. When you go to sleep, write 3 wins for the day. Like do more writing and do more like small things, bro. But you also gotta find out like what you're good at. Like a lot of times we always want to say like, dang, I suck at this, I suck at this, I suck at this, I can't do this, I can't do that. Once you find out what you're good at, what you do is you strengthen your strengths. So like if a person determined, you give yourself more tasks to strengthen your determination.
yeah.
For instance, so you always want to like build the best thing to overcome those little small things. So no, I'm saying you're gonna be good, bro. I'll pray for you. J Dot, I make dua for you, bro, and so hopefully you come overcome whatever it is, bro.
That's fine. And one thing I say about like family and stuff, it's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, going, like, having your family, whether it's on your back or whether something bad happened in the family, you gotta understand, Jada, that at the end of the day, like when you die, it's just you, So, understanding that, like, they're your family, they're gonna love you, you're gonna love them, of course. Like we're not saying that you don't need them, as in a way like don't give a freak about them. It's just like you don't need them, as in you don't need their opinions with what you do with your life. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to if you want to do something and you feel like you can, you know, if you feel like, say for example, you feel like you could go play basketball, you could go D1, right? You wouldn't allow your family to tell you that you can't do it. No, you're gonna be like, nah, bump what y'all say. I'm gonna keep doing it because I love to do it. So that's what we mean by as in like, you don't need your fam, like you don't need their opinions on things. We all, you know, we all got our family. We love our family. We talk to our family. That's fine, but don't allow them to dictate your life. You know, and that's one thing that is hard to really like overcome, and that's the scariest thing to overcome because it's our fam, it's our mothers, it's our parents. We feel like, you know, you don't want to let your parents down or anything, but you're not letting them down. You're probably letting them down more if you stay doing what they're doing, because if you think about it, you have to look at your own parents and see where they're at in life. How are they going to direct me to go somewhere and they're not living how I want to live, you know? I think that was one thing that just helped me. It was just like seeing my family wasn't like living the life I wanted to live. So of course I'm going to try to go out my way and break the family curses, change the family's, you know, trajectory, or change our generations for something better. Even if what I do don't work, I tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? At least I tried. I was the one in the family to try. Like, you know, I feel like you got to switch your mindset to that, Jada. It's just trying something. Like, even if it doesn't work out, and that's the thing, you don't want to have expectation of something working out. That's why we give our trust to God, you know, because we don't know what's going to happen, right? But we give our trust to God because it's like, whatever God wants for us, it'll happen, right? But if you're going to school, think about it like this. If more followers, I feel like more believers of God, more people that take their true walks are people that are like not in school. Because if you think about it, when you're not in school, you don't have no destination. You just kind of just living, but you got to trust God because you're trusting him with your life. Like, you don't know what's next. But when you're in school, you already know what's next. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to trust. It's hard to trust anything because you already know what your next day gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? You know tomorrow you finna wake up at 6 o'clock, go to school, do this, and then you got some homework to do when you get out of school. Then you gonna go to the cafe, you gonna eat, then you gonna go right back to your dorm and go to sleep. Like, you know your day already. Yeah. But when you have but when you're not doing nothing, you're just following your own purpose. It's like you don't know what's next. I don't know what tomorrow finna look like, but I trust God. You know, so I think, you know, I know you say you were trying to, you know, learn how to follow God, J. So I would definitely listen to what they said, even to tap in with him for real. Get you a course, and he could get you right in a few weeks, bro. And you just gotta stay disciplined. You just work on it, you know. So
I won't lead you to no wrong. Like, and when it comes like to religion and stuff like that, like I'm a Muslim, you know, alhamdulillah, but I read the Bible and I read the Quran. So like, I'm not gonna like force my religion on you. Like, I'll keep it a buck with both. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. Also, like another thing that we kind of like overlook that we didn't even think about. If somebody died in your family and that's the reason you were coming depressed, understand like death is inedible. Like, everyone's gonna die, right?
Yeah.
But just know that death is better than being on earth. Like, you're suffering more here rather than you're suffering in the grave. So I'm being honest. Like, if someone did die in your family, like, look at it as a good thing, bro. Like, they could be in a better place than Earth. So don't let death overtake you, because death, like, we all must die. We're literally all gonna die.
That's right.
So I wanted to make sure I add that point to you also, because that could be a reason you're probably depressed. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it is that, like he said, you know, we're all gonna get, you know, our time to when, you know, it's time for us to leave. And I feel like J. You know, once you start to seek more of words, you know, you'll realize that, you know, at the end of the day, our goal is just to make it to heaven. So it's like, we don't care if we die or not. You know, if we die, it's cool. At the end of the day, we're trying to make it up there. So if you're working every day towards making it up there, whenever it's your time, when it's somebody's time, you know, they're fine, right? It's good because I know where I want to go. You know where you want to go, right? So, and you have to have that belief as well. You know, even if you know, that person in your family, you know, had a very strong relationship with you, you gotta understand that, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's life. You know, it's life. But don't blame God. Don't don't turn to God with your back, as in like, oh, I don't care about
No
God. Like He
question.
allowed somebody to die. If He was God, He wouldn't allow this person to die, because that's a lot of people's mindsets nowadays. But don't have that mindset. You know, don't feel like it's God's fault why they died. You know, because it's not at the end of the day. You know, but look at it in a positive way. However you can see it in a positive way for yourself is how you have to look at it. Because I can't tell you to look at it in no positive way. I don't know what's positive to you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find some positive within any situation, to be honest. Not even just,
Yeah.
with somebody dying, just in life in general. Finding out good, finding out positive, and that's just how you want to live your life. Like they said, you probably, weren't living a righteous life, which was, why depression and stuff came like that. Which is why, you start to be more positive. Once you be more positive, you'll kind of you'll feel it, man. You'll feel it to the point where it's like, all
Yeah.
right, if anything happens, it's fine, man. I'm going to the man upstairs. It's fine. So I think you'll be all right,
And I'm pretty
man.
sure we talked about this. We talked about this on one episode. Like a lot of the times when you get taken to the lowest point, that's when you come back the strongest because you
Yeah.
done been through everything. Like you done not literally been through everything, but like you done felt this before. Like let's say like how you feel like you're coming to like that depression phase. If you do go to it, like I mean you're already in it technically speaking, but like if you feel like you get to that like that low bottom sinking part, like the only way is up, right? So everything's gonna be rewritten. Like you're gonna be going through phases, and you're gonna know how to react this time. Let's say for instance, like you went to a period of time like where like you couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep, you couldn't talk to people, right? You're gonna re-go through that phase, but now you're gonna learn. Okay, all I gotta do is this. All I gotta do is pray to God, and then boom, I beat that phase. You're
Yep.
gonna slowly keep elevating, slowly keep like feeling good about yourself, and you're gonna come to that point where it's like, oh my God, like I'm back, like I'm here now. So yeah, nah, bro, you'll be good, bro. Just the more you pray, the more everything comes to life.
That's facts, bro. Unc said, and also, like he's saying, if you feel like you're at that low point, well, I feel like you're already doing something that most people wouldn't, which is coming on a podcast and listening to us. So I want to just say
Yeah,
appreciate you for that, bro.
I
So
appreciate it, man.
for things like that though, is like you don't want to get to a point though. If you are, at that bottom part, don't get stuck there. Which is why I said it's a good thing that
Yeah,
you're already in our live, because now you're already seeking, which is good. You're already seeking for results. You're already seeking, how can I get over this depression? How can I get past this? Right? You're not trying to be stuck there. So that already tells me that, you're trying to get over this. You're trying to grow. So just
yeah,
keep trying.
that's
At the
fact.
end of the day, you keep trying, you're eventually gonna be out of that storm, bro. And we always say it, bro. At the end of the storm, it's rainbows, bro. And it ain't gonna be all sunshine and rainbows, but it's some rainbows over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gonna have your days
yeah,
where you have
that's
some
fact.
sunshine, but it's definitely rainbows over there. So
Yeah,
you good, man. You good. Just keep seeking. Just keep trying to, get
makes
over
sense.
it. Keep trying to evolve. Keep trying to learn. And that one thing I can say, Jada, if you do want to take some time, is just take time to yourself to just reflect and learn on maybe these situations. Maybe whatever's going on in your family, take a step away from the fam. Take a step away from the fam, 10, 15 minutes just to go walk or go sit down by yourself and just think about what it is that you can improve your life with. Think about your habits. Think about what you do on a daily. How can you fix certain things? How can you talk to different people? Maybe it's the people around you. Maybe what they say is getting into your head too. Change up who you're
Yeah,
around.
that too.
So all these things these are things you have control over, which is why I love low key this topic, because you have control over your mindset. So definitely
Yeah,
definitely take the time to learn about yourself, learn about what it is that you can do too. So, and Unc said, whoa, Unc said, please don't fall into depression. Believe it or not, Unc was a successful failed attempt when I was 16. I didn't even know that. Wow.
You know. Yeah, that's fire though.
That's
You could talk about it.
that's wow. I didn't even know that, man. And yeah,
Feel the tint.
don't fall that low. Like failed attempt. You know what I mean? No, like failed. Try to commit. Yeah, it just threw you off
Oh.
because he said successful failed attempt.
Yeah, yeah, it just threw
Meaning
me all the way off. I'm
meaning
like, I
successful
ain't
as
remember that.
in he tried it,
Like he
but
didn't make
failed
it.
as in it didn't work. You know, so
Yeah, nah, yeah, okay,
thank
I see
God
what
it
you
ain't
mean.
worked.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, bro. Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. That's
It's crazy.
yeah, nah. I think yeah, depression and stuff like that is just all like internal, bro. It's all just with what's within, like. Yeah,
Yeah, your moms will
I
tell
ain't,
you.
I don't,
I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her.
yeah.
Nah, but for real, I'm done, man. I ain't got no more questions. You got any more questions? Nah.
I'm all good, bro.
I feel like this has been a
Yeah.
little good little episode, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
we were here for a minute.
It's
Yeah, we
just
were here
chilling,
for a
bro.
minute.
But
You know,
I love this though because we was able to, at least help out J
help
Dot.
somebody.
Yeah, at the end
Yeah,
of the day, that's what we here for.
yeah.
He said,
One better
bro.
than zero, bro. Yeah.
He said, I really appreciate y'all for helping me. Of course, bro. Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime, bro.
I like that, bro. See, stuff like that warms my heart, bro. That's why we here, bro.
Facts, bro. And
That's
J
what we
Dot,
here.
if you, my bad, J Dot, if you need his Instagram, you can hit me up. I'll give it to you. Yeah, his
Yeah, for
Instagram,
sure. Hit me up. Bro.
text on TikTok,
Yeah,
anything, bro. Just hit me
yeah,
up. I
hit
got
me
you.
up, bro. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your closing? My fault. What's your closing words, bro?
Oh man. Dang. So the topics was about friends and
Friends and
dang,
potential.
what's the first topic? Friends and potential. Perfect. Don't let your friends encourage or
Mm,
kill your potential. Live off of you and do what you want to do and trust yourself.
that's facts, man. That's facts, man. For me, my closing words for today is gonna be, ooh, boy, kind of stole the show with that one. Nah, you good. Nah, you good. My closing words for today is, don't get too, like, also, don't get too excited when, I feel like don't get too excited when, I don't want to say it. Don't get too excited when, you're building something for yourself. I feel like, us humans, we like to get overly excited, and what happens is we get so excited that it doesn't happen sometimes. So I feel like don't we even had a conversation on this a while ago, like about
That's in the process.
yeah, like I just lost my words because I
Nah,
read Unc chat.
nah.
I lost my words because I read his chat, bro. Oh my goodness.
By not
Anyway,
thinking it's your words and trusting God's words. That's what the
yeah,
conversation.
I don't even, bro. I lost it, bro. I'm telling you. Like I read Unc chat, I lost it, bro. But anyways, I'm gonna just create a new one. Anyways, closing words, man. Just see potential for yourself, also, bruh. See potential for yourself. See yourself. See your better version of yourself. Like write down. Think about this. Like what I like to do is like have like a 5-year mark. So this will be my closing word. 5-year mark. Have a 5-year mark of where you want to be in 5 years and who you want to be in 5 years. Not really where, but who you want to be in 5 years, right? And every 5 years you'll improve it and become better. Cause right now in 5 years I'm not expecting myself to have no kid or anything like that, so I wouldn't write that down on my goal. But maybe when I'm 25, in that 5 years, when I'm 30, I might want a kid. You know what I'm saying? So write down your goals for 5 years and try to become that person. Do the habits that you got written down. Do the things that you have written down. So yeah, That would be my closing words for the day. Because I lost my other one. Anyway,
Nah,
yeah.
that's fine.
Hey, man, that was...
In 5 years, I see myself with 3 kids. Let me stop.
Hey, that's funny, man. Hey, this was episode 22 of L.I.F.E Podcast official, man. We love y'all, bro. Y'all boys enjoy y'all days, y'all nights, whatever it is for you guys, man. Enjoy yourselves. We're going to catch y'all on the next one, next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, man, episode 23. We on the way, man. Peace out.
Yes, sir. Peace out, man.